The robots are coming for your job. You've probably heard that fear before, and in Nashville, there might be some truth to it. A new study finds Music City is one of the top metros in the country for job loss from artificial intelligence. Mark Kelly.
We've gotten pretty accustomed to sites like this one. Humans and robots working side by side on a factory floor, building a car together. But the robots are ready to expand from the factory floor and enter a new workspace.
I think historically we think of automation, job losses related to factory workers, assembly line workers, but now with introduction of ChatGPT and generative AI, you're seeing disruption more in white-collar jobs that might require more analytical skills that are at risk of being disrupted or replaced.
Colin Zarnecki is a researcher with chamberofcommerce.org, an organization that educates and mentors small business owners. Tapping into global data from the World Economic Forum and our country's Bureau of Labor Statistics, his team compiled a large list of the metropolitan areas in the U.S. most at risk for losing jobs as AI rises. And Nashville ranked right near the top.
Our study looked at the most populated metropolitan areas across the country, and Nashville actually ranked number 10 in terms of the percentage of jobs that fall into an at-risk category for disruption due to AI. Overall, in the Nashville metro area, about 145,000 occupations fall into that at-risk category, and that's about 14% of the current workforce in Nashville, which is a little over 1 million jobs.
Also, Louisville came in number 3, and the number 1 AI risk, Las Vegas. Zarnecki says that these jobs may not be entirely eliminated by AI, but they very well may be disrupted. This may be a job you have right now or a person you interact with daily.
We're looking at retail salespersons, customer service representatives, bookkeeping, accounting, auditing clerks, as well as shipping, receiving, and inventory clerks. So those are sort of the core jobs that really fall into that category of potential job losses in the Nashville metro area.
Some of the jobs AI is coming after have already taken a significant hit. In Nashville, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reports there are 9,000 fewer administrative and support services in the past 5 years, and 7,000 fewer personal care professionals, including hairstylists and manicurists.
Those types of jobs were already on the decline, and I'm sure there's going to be additional disruption within those types of occupations as this technology advances.
But Zarnecki says that we don't need to fear these robots. Technological advancement will also usher in new opportunity.
I think it's also important to remember that according to the World Economic Forum, AI technology is also estimated to create more than 69 million more jobs by 2027. So while there will undoubtedly be job losses associated with AI, there will also be opportunities to create new jobs as well.
Mark Kelly, News 2.
Zarnecki says now is the time to up your skills and network. The hot jobs in a new AI world: data analyst, machine learning specialist, and cybersecurity.